I get asked this a lot whenever we do our golf schools and we get into the bunker. Often the first question I get asked is, Anne, what do you do when there's no sand in the bunker? So it must be a bit of an issue at a lot of golf courses. And the problem is there's not meant to be no sand in the bunker. Bunkers are designed to have sand, and the way we play bunker shots where we splash the sand is all planned around that fact that you've got some sort of softness underneath the ball. So if for some reason there's no sand, it could be it's been washed away, a bit like what we've got here. I've got a bunker where it's been recently flooded in here, so there's no raking, a lot of the sand's been washed away. But there is still a bit of sand here, but quite often it's really hard packed and there's no sand whatsoever, and that could be poor greenkeeping, just a whole number of reasons, but it makes it really difficult. I'm going to have to try and manufacture a shot that's not really in the normal golfing repertoire, as it were. So what I would suggest you do when there's no sand in the bunker is to try and pitch the ball off the top. If you try and play it like a bunker shot where you splash down underneath the ball and it hits the hard pan, the club's going to bounce up into the ball and you're going to scull it straight over the back. So it doesn't matter how good a golfer you are, if there's no sand and you try and play it like a normal splash bunker shot, you are not going to be able to do it. It's going to go flying over the back, or it's going to hit into the lip and come back down to you. So you want to play it a bit like a fairway bunker shot where you're trying to pitch the ball or pick the ball off the surface. Now, it's not easy. And particularly not easy too if you've got a lip, because the splash bunker gives you a high soft, and that's what you need when there's a lip. Now when you play the pitch shot off the surface, it's going to go out a little bit lower, particularly if you don't want to use a lot of loft. You don't want to use a sand wedge or a lob wedge, because the extra loft is going to make it really hard for you to kind of nip it and just get it perfectly. So I've chosen a pitching wedge, a bit less loft, but then of course it's going to come out lower. So to enable you to pick it off the top a little bit more successfully, you want less loft, but be aware that you then have to try and get it up over the lip. So we're going to do our best here. Play it like a pitching shot where you're leaning a little bit left and you're gripping a little bit down. We make our little sort of wide V here and we come through nice and firm. Do not try and scoop this one up because you'll hit the ground or you'll scull it. We're just going to try and play a little pitch shot, picking it off the top as best we can. Well, you can see I only just got that up over the top there because, as I said to you, you're not going to get much loft on this shot when you're trying to pick it up. So I can do a little bit better. And again, it's going to land and run as well. So again, it's just a really difficult situation when there's no sand. You might want to try and practice it. It's something you need to practice a little bit. Just a really difficult shot when there's no sand in the bunker, when there should be. So try and grab your pitching wedge, pick it off the top. Only do it when there's not too much lip. The only other alternative you might have is to maybe come out the side if you really have too much of a lip to pitch it out. So give that a try if you can.